Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a hot afternoon here. Well, this afternoon, I want to bring you some short information about your club, my club, Chelsea Football Club. Few things I have personally noted few days back, and let me say, sometimes when news comes out from reliable source, you would love to verify those news items and make sure you are perfectly on point. It's not every news item that I love to bring on this channel because I don't want to mislead you, my fans out there. I want to make sure every news item that I'll bring on this channel is authentic with a source, dear friend. And so this afternoon, there's something that came a few days ago. I think I touched on it somewhere last week, but I want to reiterate it again because it is what it is. Dear friends, sources at Chelsea insist on this point that I'm about to raise right now. Maresca is untouchable. Enzo Maresca right now, at this point, sources within Chelsea hierarchy indicate that Enzo Maresca at this point is untouchable. He is touted as a key part of the project, with the club very happy to continue with him. No matter what happens in the final months of the season, owners, managers, players all trust him. Owners, managers, and the player, they all trust him. Yes, it's very different to Pochettino era. Well, as a Chelsea fan, I wanted to know that when it comes to this season, nothing is going to change the position of Enzo Maresca right now. Both the owners, the managers, the players, they still have a trust and belief in Enzo Maresca. And remember, it is a project. It's not a season issue. It is about a project. A project takes time to mature. We the fans, we might be, or we might not be happy. And wait a minute. You see, Chelsea fans are not calling for the head of the coach right now. I have said it here several times that even before we start calling for the coach to be sacked, the two sporting directors must first of all go. Oh yes. Chelsea fans are never asking for the coach to be sacked as at now. We all believe that the challenge, the problem with Chelsea is not from the coach. So with this, for me personally, it's not a big deal. What do you think? Let me hear from you in the comment section. And do not go away. I have some shout out to give this afternoon. Oh yeah, it's been a while. It's been over a week. Almost a week, I give a shout out. Do not go anywhere. I have some shout outs that I'll be giving at the end of this news item. Now, moving on. Wesley Fofana, one of our most solid and Premier League experienced defenders that we've had, or that we have right now in this setup. I think he's the one with the most experience in our defense when it comes to this current Chelsea setup. Because he was already in the Premier League. We bought him from Premier League. Now, since joining Chelsea, almost 3 seasons ago, Wesley Fofana has played just 20.5%. Wesley Fofana has played just 20.5% of the available first team minutes for Chelsea across all competitions. Dear friends, no, don't tell me I'm trying to incite the fans against the player. No. It is my duty to let you know what is happening within the squad, every player in their performances. Fofana right now, since we signed him over 3 years ago, he only played just 20.5% of the available first team minutes for Chelsea across all competitions. Now, having said that, in the Premier League alone, Chelsea have conceded an average of a goal per game with Fofana involved. Let me repeat it again. In the Premier League, Chelsea have conceded an average of 1 goal per game with Wesley Fofana in a setup, and 1.6 without him. Come on, relax. Do you know what that means? Anytime Wesley Fofana is part of the setup, Chelsea are likely to concede more goals. Our defense is more solidified. Our defense is more stable with Fofana in the midst of things. In his absence, we concede so much. That is what it means. In the Premier League, we concede an average of 1 goal per game with Wesley Fofana in the team. But without him, we concede more. In a simple terms, it is what it is. I will not waste much of your time. I'll soon be running up. Now, before I go to that, let me say this. Our game against Copenhagen tomorrow, it's a game that Chelsea is expected by all standard to go in out there and deliver. We cannot afford to lose in tomorrow's game. As a matter of fact, in the world of football, if you want to bet on who to win a conference league, 99.9% is Chelsea. So tomorrow's game against Copenhagen, it's a game that Chelsea is expected to win. By the way, if I'm to bet, it's somehow, because Copenhagen, like I gave you the history of Copenhagen a few days ago, the biggest winners will take the risks. You know what I mean? The biggest winners always take the risks. But quickly, I'm about to run up. FIFA President Gianni Infantino has confirmed next year's World Cup final will have a halftime show. This never happened in the world of football before. FIFA President, according to Sky Sports, yes, Gianni Infantino has confirmed that next year's World Cup final that is going to take place in the US. Oh yes, remember the World Cup is in Canada, US of A, and Mexico. And ladies and gentlemen, I am not too sure how this is going to be organized, because as it stands, Donald Trump is bringing a trade war between the three nations. There's a serious trade war ongoing. Last night, today, to the extent threats from both sides, Canada and US, trade war. As we speak, in Canadian markets, where alcohol, liquor, and some other USA products are being sold, they are being taken off shelves in supermarkets. Donald Trump imposed taxes on Canada. Canada's Prime Minister also retaliated last night by also reversing 25% of tax on US products to Canada. The war, it's a serious issue right now around the world of, international diplomacy. So, and it's similar with Mexico. I'm not too sure. You see, make America great again is rather, right as we speak, the US stock market, last night, it even, those of you in Ghana, guys, you can confirm, within 5 minutes, Ghana's currency, Ghana cedi against the dollar, from 15 cedis dropped to 8 cedis, then within few minutes, up again. Yeah, that's what happens. The American dollar controlling the world market. Ghana cedis from 15 cedis grew to 8 cedis, then within 5 minutes. It was not just Ghana, it affected many places, many countries. That is the market trend. With what Donald Trump is doing, for me, in the bigger picture, America will lose. trade war with China, trade war with Canada, trade war with Mexico, Russia, and all these things. Listen, it's going to favor Russia. Russia will be excited. Putin is the happiest man right now on earth because Putin successfully made Donald Trump to start fighting against his own allies. The world, they can't, even the UK, United Kingdom, that is US topmost ally. That they fight right now. I mean, come on. So the World Cup in 2026, maybe, I'm not too sure, but these are countries that are supposed to collaborate. Canada, USA, Mexico, to host the World Cup 2026. The final is to be held in US. As we speak, even the Canadian Prime Minister already advised, he spoke last night, straight to the Canadians, that if you have a tourist visa, if you have a plan of visiting US as a tourist, all Canadian citizens who plan to visit US should cancel their trips. That is it. Now, football. FIFA President Gianni Infantino has confirmed next year's World Cup final, which will be held in US. The final is in US. There will be a halftime show, similar to what we've been seeing in the NFL and the Super Bowl games in US, similar to that. What that simply means is that, dear friends, there will be a long gap. Instead of 10-15 minutes for the break, we're going to be having maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes for entertainment. Football, what is football turning up to be? Football is all about 10-minute break. The energy level of the players. But if we were to have a longer period of breaks, the players will fully recover. How entertaining will the next 45 minutes be? Only God knows. Dear friends, let me go to my shout out. It is what it is. Yes, it is what it is. I hope I've delivered for you this afternoon, wherever you are. These are important informations, and I'll be back with more exclusives regarding Chelsea in the coming hours. Quickly. What is my shout out? Don't disappoint. I know I will not be forgiven if I do not give my shout out this afternoon. All right. Sadiq Adeleke says, good afternoon, Mr. Selon. These young players are attracted with club with big name called Chelsea. Just that. The big name called Chelsea. That is where they have been attracted. Well, some of them, like I said, they may not even have the opportunity to play just 1 minute in a Chelsea badge. It is a fact. It is. And that's why I said also that if I were a parent, if any of my sons were to be in that level, unfortunately, my children, their legs, I don't know, I'm not too sure what God actually. But, dear friends, I wouldn't have allowed them to sign for Chelsea, honestly. They are coming after me, I know. All right, quickly, Frederick Amababe says, Roman Abramovich could get the club back since the money have not been given to him. Thanks, Frederick Amababe from Biafra State, Nigeria. And it will be a very big war. If he wants to get that club, Chelsea back, Roman Abramovich, it will be a war. There will be fight in the courtroom war. The British government, the new owners, that's the Americans, and Roman Abramovich. The new owners will not just easily give in. That is just a fact. But if they place a club back on sale, it can be easy if the new owners are giving a club back on sale, or then Abramovich can easily come in to buy his club again. That possibility, yes, I can see that. Anyway, big shout out to you out there, Sadiq Adeleke Sadiq and Frederick Amababe. Sadiq again says, well, thanks for presentation. You are too much. Oh, referring to my presentation on Jose Mourinho yesterday. All right. Then this one says, what I deduce in all this, in all these stories, you just highlighted are fallacies. Really, these clowns have no business managing Chelsea because of their level. Chelsea of old is gone, and it cannot be redeemed by these current owners. They are just giving boys food to eat in terms of job opportunity. On Roman, UK government has succeeded in their quest to destabilize and permanently ruin this great club. Okay, I'm enlarging so I can read it well. On Roman, UK government has succeeded in their quest to destabilize and permanently ruin this great club. Roman will not agree they share the proceeds among only Ukrainian victims, but to all the victims of both countries. Exactly so. Roman can only agree to if they need to share the proceeds between Ukraine and Russia. That is what Roman wants, not just for Ukraine alone. Felix is welcome to Chelsea any day, anytime. As I always say, that Felix is the most creative player in Chelsea now, even more than Palmer. His love for Chelsea is undiluted at all. Thank you very much, my dear friend. Yes. Luke Ryder says, hello, how are you doing, Mr. Selon Blogs? Luke Ryder from Zambia. Up Chelsea, long time, Mr. Selon Blog. Good work, thanks. Luke Ryder, where have you been? Big shout out to you as well, guys. Well, let me leave you all here. I'll be back with more exclusives. Remember, tomorrow, Thursday, is Chelsea Copenhagen Champions League, last 16. I'll see you all in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.